So this is my TV app. I'm going to go over to movies. Let's see, movies. I'm going to go to my history. I don't have a history. All right, let me go to my search. And let's say I take 16. There was my history. And I'm going to pick 16 candles. So this time, what I'm going to do, instead of just playing it directly in my app, I'm going to play it in the new VLC player that I installed. So I'm going to choose open an external player. And it's going to ask me what app on my device I want to use. I have multiple apps, that's why it's asking me. If you don't have multiple apps, it might just automatically go to the one other app that you have, which might be VLC. So in my case, I'm going to do it just once because I personally may want to change between different apps to play different things in the future. So I'm going to pick just once. So here we are. Now we wait. VLC player will pop up and start playing. Now I want subtitles. So what I do is I click once the center button on your remote, and you go over to the left to that box at the bottom left. Now you'll see subtitles here. So I can drop down and I want to download subtitles. I'll pick one. Let's say I pick the second one. It's downloaded. Now once it's downloaded, I can press back, and there we go. Now I have subtitles.